Hello and happy Thursday. It is a hot one today. So today I wanted to talk about what happens if you already have a plan, you've paid all of this money to an attorney to create an estate plan, and you and your spouse are getting a divorce. So my experience is that many times I'll have one or both spouses reach out to me and let me know, hey, unfortunately, I'm getting a divorce. How can I get my spouse out of the existing planning? Or what is the next step that I need to do? So I often tell my clients, here's something that's really important to think about. When you're working with a lawyer, most of the time they have a clause in their engagement agreement, or at least I do, that says, look, I have a duty of loyalty to both of you, and so I can't keep communications from one of you away from the other. So be mindful of the fact that probably any communications you have with the lawyer have to be shared with your soon-to-be ex. Whether you can actually get your spouse out of the trust depends on what the assets are that you're looking at. So when you've created a joint trust together, that is a document that you have created together. And so whether one party is willing to let go of the property that's in the trust is the real issue. So when you're talking about trusts that allow people to contribute separate property, community property, quasi-community property, one of the first things that I tell clients is to make sure that you consider removing your separate property from the trust. It's really difficult outside of the family court process to get community property taken out of both spouses' names, and you should be aware of that. If you're in mediation, then things will be a lot easier, but there is no easy way to get a spouse off of a community property asset until the divorce is finalized. That is something that's going to happen in the divorce process, and usually when property is divided, it is then removed from the trust. So there is no easy and simple way when you're dealing with estate planning in the process of divorce. What I can tell you is sometimes making sure that you revoke any existing estate planning documents such as powers of attorney, healthcare directives, your will, where you have named your existing spouse as your primary agent. Considering executing new documents, naming new people is probably a great first step and protects you in the event of your incapacity so that your soon-to-be ex is not actually in control of your assets or your money. So this is a really multifaceted subject, but an important one, and something that comes up often when clients are divorcing. They want to know, how do I get my spouse off of the assets? And there is no easy answer, but there is a couple of tips that I've mentioned above that will hopefully help you to protect yourself while you're going through the divorce process. Have a great weekend and stay cool.